Okay, public speaking, this is the second video in just a short 2-video series about outlining. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to use the speech outline template. And I have the template up on the screen here in front of us. You all have access to this template through Canvas. It's posted in lots of different places through Canvas. And it is required that you use this template, or if you have a different one that you'd like better, you're welcome to talk to me about that. But you need to use a template. It leads to success, and you're gonna have to take my word for it because I've been doing this for quite a while, and the template's really useful. So first thing I'm going to show you is how to make a copy of it, and then I'm going to show you how to actually use it. So if you like Microsoft Word, to get a copy of this, you need to go to File, Download, Microsoft Word. Your computer will then download a copy, and you'll be able to have it on your desktop, and you can write all over it, and you can save your own copy. If you are a Google Docs user, as I am, you go to File, Make a Copy, and then name it whatever you want. Name it something obvious. And that's what I do. Like, I even put the date on things because that's really helpful for me. And then it will launch in your own Google. So the thing is you can't edit that other one because there's over 100 students every semester using that same template. So this way you'll have your own. And then you're just going to keep going back to that same master file, making a copy, and then editing on your own. So if we scroll down past the directions, don't do that. Read the directions first. Then basically how you use this is you fill it out, and you edit it. So I told you before, the outline is a skeleton, and now you're going to dress it up with the stuff that goes for your speech. So it shows you the scope. It shows you the scope of your speech. And that's super useful because you can look back and see, like, well, what do I need? What am I missing, etc. So you can see in the introduction, these are the normal parts of an introduction. You might edit them a little bit. Maybe your hook and your audience connection are the same or similar, but you're gonna write on here in full sentences what those things are. And your introduction is gonna take up like at least half a page. Now for this particular speech, the storytelling speech, I don't know where I got that weird word in there, storytelling speech, that you're probably not going to have a topic or thesis, so you just take that out. Now you're going to need topic or thesis statement for informative and persuasive speaking, so keep that in mind. And then I'm going to just kick this to the next page just so you can see it. You do not need to do that, but it's going to make the video easier. When you zoom out on the body of the speech, you could see typically a speech has 3 main ideas and then 3 sub-ideas. It might be 2, it might be 2 groups of 4, it might be 4 groups of 2, something like that. You get to decide that. I do recommend that they stay balanced. So in other words, you wouldn't want to have this A have 1 and C have 4. That will feel really weird to your audience, and it will be harder for you to remember. The speech won't be as good either. So, and then with each one of these, you're going to break it up into chunks. So like typically main ideas are like almost topic areas. So like problem, cause, solution. That is a common persuasive speech pattern. That's 3 main ideas, and then you would develop each one. History could be one. You might call it background of something. Before, during, after. That's a persuasive, or not a persuasive, that's a storytelling speech if I ever heard one. So you're going to think of, that's the art. You figuring out what those things are. And I'm going to give you some patterns as we go along, but that's the art. And so what I would do is I would just fill all this out. And then I'm going to write out what it is before, during, after. And I use full sentences. And then I'm going to clearly have sub-ideas because before wasn't just one thing. Before was a series of things. So I'm going to describe what all those are. And then if I needed to, I could also add another sub-idea in here too. you might, that's kind of an individual level stylistic choice. And then finally, for my conclusion, again, these are the things that need to go in a conclusion: a summary, a connection, what we were supposed to learn during the speech. I write all of that out. Write this the way you would say it. You're not going to say, oh, the lasting, I mean, you're not going to say in your speech, oh, the lasting impression I want you to have. No, nobody's going to say that. Please don't say that. But there's going to be some kind of statement in there that is that. So write it on your outline the way you want to say it out loud in your speech. Make it conversational. And then the very last thing is the reference page, and what you do there is, in your informative and persuasive speech, you set up yourself a nice, pretty APA reference page that tells me the 3 or 4 sources that you used in your speech, and you don't have to do one for your storytelling speech. So for the storytelling speech, you could just go like that, the problem solved. But for the other 2, you need to have that. And that's how you use this template. Contact me if you still have questions.